A frontline Alberta RCMP officer has been arrested and charged for allegedly leaking police information to the government of Rwanda. Constable Eli Ndatue was arrested Saturday and charged with breach of trust, unauthorized use of a computer, and breach of trust in respect to safeguarded information. The RCMP say Ndatue accessed non-top secret record systems. Measures have been taken to mitigate any future sharing of the information. Joining me now to discuss is Neil Bisson. He's a director of Global Intelligence Knowledge Network and a former intelligence officer with CSIS. Hello, good morning. Good to see you today. What do you make of this alleged security breach?
Good morning, Marcia. It seems that we're seeing these more frequently in the news than we've seen before. So it makes me wonder if the RCMP, law enforcement, and intelligence organizations are taking a deeper look into who is accessing information and for what reasons.
Well, you raise a good point. Do you think there's just more attention being paid to this, or do you think that people are trying to access this secure information more than before?
I think it's a combination of the two. I think what's happening right now is that you're seeing individuals in high-profile cases who've been identified of accessing information that they shouldn't be accessing and providing it to individuals they shouldn't be providing it to. So I think this is a catalyst for, as I said, the intelligence and law enforcement organizations in Canada to take a deeper look into the restrictions that they have and the policies that they have, and to take a second look to see what people are doing with access to this information.
What kind of information could Rwanda want from Canada?
I think at this point in time, I'd have to look at it from a perspective of previously open source reporting, where the current Rwandan government is very concerned about anybody who lives either within Rwanda or outside of Rwanda who is opposed to or critical of the current government. And there's been open source reporting that indicates that the Rwanda Intelligence Agency has threatened, identified, and harassed individuals who are critical or oppose the current Paul Kagame presidency.
As we've kind of alluded to, this is not the first breach of trust within the RCMP. A week ago, the Supreme Court sentenced Cameron Ortis to prison for leaking secret information to police targets. How concerning is the lack of security within the RCMP right now to you?
I'd have to say I'm not overly concerned that there is a lack of security. My concern would be that more attention needs to be paid to the ways that they can identify people accessing this information. There's always a certain level of trust once someone achieves a level of reliable secret or top secret clearance. And I think what's happening now is you're seeing these organizations like the RCMP, Canadian Security Intelligence Service, other intelligence organizations, other law enforcement organizations, taking a deeper look into who's accessing the information. And if something is coming up as, why would they be looking at this? Then I think they're going a little more deeper than they used to.
So you think security will tighten up?
I think this is definitely opening up the eyes of a lot of intelligence and law enforcement organizations to review who's accessed what over so many years and why are they doing it, and questioning more what's the reason that these people are accessing this information. Because we're looking at a situation here where foreign influence coming from multiple countries, those that typically aren't even looked at as being a concern. We're looking at Rwanda right now, where a lot of people would probably have said, well, why would Rwanda be interested in what's happening in Canada or have any sort of access to our information? So now we're looking at it as it could be pretty much anyone.
Neil, thanks so much for your time on this morning. Neil Bisson is the Director of Global Intelligence Network, and he's a former intelligence officer with CSIS.